Hello, and welcome. This is Julie the Jewel Design, and we are here with my last Wildflower Botanical Journal. I'm going to do a flip through on it because I just got going and finished it, and was just like, let's go. So you got to see a little bit of it. Let's see. I don't know if I can really back up at all. Let's see. Nope, that would be the other way. Yeah, that's good as it's going to get. Okay. So it is by hand. I'm holding this. Just want to knock this out real quick and show you. But I ended up, with the fabric cover with the packaging in the middle. Got a little thin after a while, which is fine. It's a very soft cover book. It is 80 pages in this journal. There's plenty to write on, and if there's a pocket, there's something on it to, of course, still write on. So went ahead and sewed on a gorgeous vintage. Well, hopefully it's a vintage. I don't know. We found it at the thrift store. But gorgeous sort of mauve-y, white, green, and yellow doily that is crocheted. Pinned it in place, glued it in place, did all the fun stuff so that it had something. It was just all the right colors, and I had two of them. And I was like, why am I waiting? Like, let's just put it on there. Added some beauties from Timeless Crochet for You. There we go. I always have to think about it. Anyway, got some beautiful flowers from her, beautiful butterflies. And bees there, and it just with the right colors, and I couldn't wait. I did put corners on it because I thought the front needed a little bit more weight, but outside of that, we're keeping to it simple. It ties here on the end, so you do a quick little bow, and it can keep it closed because this is a chunky monkey. A very soft cover, so there is nothing that's going to hinder, for the most part, your writing. There are digitals from my shop. They're the 2/5 of the Wildflower Botanical 2 journal kit. These are the purples and yellows, the greens and purples, dyed papers, eco-dyed papers, potentially 10-to-1 from Handcrafted by Just Gigi. I did buy a pack at one point, so I'm hoping that's who they're from. There may be one other person, but I couldn't remember who. I like to buy most of my coffee dyed from her. We have pockets and pockets and more pockets. There are journal cards and everything, or tags. Some are really simple, some are decorated. Most of these things were created here on YouTube or on Instagram. So, it really, you've seen most of it. There's a few things I did at the last minute work on, right? But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's finished. It'll be up in Etsy by the time you see this, this one. If you've been watching me on Instagram, you're getting peeks, sneak peeks of it already. But if you're seeing this today for the first time on here on YouTube, then it is now up in the Etsy shop. This is wonderful. This is fun. This is actually a paper clip. I made these little guys. Whoops, there we go. Just really simple. Folded them over so it's half covered, not fully. And this comes out, and you've got a journal card and paper inside the envelope. And I just wrap it around the lovely page, right? That's what the paper clip's for. But then it also lets you write on that page and then tuck in a cute Botanical Journal card that I, again, also in my shop. I think I had some Botanical Journal card sets. And this page is like a 4-up thing of documents. And I just covered them and had fun with them. Some are sewn and some aren't, but I'll put that back later. So anyway, the paperclip keeps all that intact. Lots of writing space. A good pen can get through all of these pages. It's easy to write on the eco-dyed papers. There's line pages in here because there's 80 pages, and I didn't count the doily. More cards, more writing space. Everything, either is printed on certain papers, so it's pretty. Fillers, fun things I, received, but things that were all botanical, and just ways to fill pockets. And I think for numbers this week. I don't know why. And in the middle is just two little, a purple and a handmade charm, just so you can see the string. Again, really easy, lots of space. It is one signature because I just could not think of a good way to break it up into two. It was individually two, but two like purple, two like just purple, just green, and I was like, no, I can't have that. So I blended it all together, and after that, I was like, well, I could drop it into two, but the cover was soft, and this one, again, is just a gorgeous journal card that I made, and it is attached by another paper clip. So I didn't want to make another pocket. I was getting tired of pockets. So I thought, well, I'll just attach it with a paper clip, and you guys can take it off right on the back, right on both sides of the page. All good. Plenty of extra space. A lot of it's just, repetitive. It's this gorgeous background that I created in 5 colors. Then we have things like this where multiple journal covers all the way through. If you've been watching me, you've been following me. And this has been, this is not the first time we've seen this, but large tag, right? And all the journal cards that go in it. There's one tucked up here. There's one here tucked behind the belly band. There's one tucked here in the pocket. And then you have a big piece of lace paper where the inside, when you unfold it, can be totally written on. So we didn't lose that page. We still got to keep it because there's a piece of paper behind it. And in some ways, it's a nice little hard board to make it easy. This is probably the only papers, there's 2 of them, that you can't write on. But even then, I'm sorry, gratitudes can be written all over the Edith Holden books pages. Not a problem. Not a problem. You could still write on them. And I counted them as pages, but whether you write on, I mean, there's a few like this you may not write on. But out of 80 pages, this one's fun. This one opens up. And I took the envelope and turned it into just a large, sorry about that. There's a large fold out where you could write on the inside, tuck it away as something hidden. You could put another journal card in here and hide it, but you use the round there to tuck it in and then put it back down. And then on the other side of that flap is another journal card and another paper clip to make sure it doesn't fall out. So there you go. This was something new. I just sort of used my stackable corner idea, did 2 scraps, decorated them up. Had a lot of fun decorating this one. I love decorating these fairy cards. These are the Ida's Fairies journal cards or cabinet cards, and there's plenty of room to decorate around them. But you have your double pocket, so this big old piece fits behind it. You can write on the back of that, right behind it on the page itself. And then you have the journal card that's on a nice linen parchment paper that lets you write on that too. So again, you don't lose the page in any sense. Even these, you can still write on these pages. That's the other side where you got, this is the only page I think I didn't count because they are little tucks and not so much a writing space. This is the only thing I didn't count as a page. So technically you have, one on each end. So I don't know, if you really wanted to, you could cover this up and make a writing space. Not a problem. And then my last piece, which is one of my favorites, it has the little mini pocket here with a little guy in there. Room for the large one in the back. Then we have the mesh up here, which is another pocket to put another journal card in. You can write on the back of that one. Not so much that one, but it's pretty. And then we have that gusset accordion edge to make a larger pocket. And right now I have a cute, simple little notebook in here. And I just have it lightly wrapped, which I'm trying to do this backwards in the mirror. And I just wrapped it, and I just made a little notepad. That's all it is. It's a notepad. And I was just using my papers to my best ability. And you open it up, and then you have all these, there's like 8 pages here where you can write on these. It's distressed, it's all kinds of just random stuff. Like from the distressed fake faux tea-dyed to the grid to the really thin like packing paper. So yeah, there's just this cute little pad, and I went across the top so it sort of binded it, And you just have a cute little notepad, I should call it notebook, notepad that goes right in here. If I can, well, I can't do it one-handed, but anyway, that goes in there. So it's a cute little bonus, and then you're done at the back. And you have one more page to write on. A little harder to write on that page, but you have the grommets in here, and that silly little crisscross that we ended up making here now makes it easy, super easy to tie. Like there's that little spot which now is made just right to put our string through it and not, bunch anything up. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Purple and Green Botanical Wildflower Journal. It is 80 plus pages to write in. There are all kinds of pretty things inside it to write on, to look at. Gorgeous if you love blue, purples, and greens. It's a favorite, and it is now up in my Etsy shop. So look for the link down below in the description, either in the upside down triangle or click on the show more. And all my websites and links are right there, so you can view this. There's usually a direct link for this one, my Etsy shop, Instagram, Facebook, the works. So thank you for watching, loving, liking, subscribing, and we'll see you on the next project. Who knows what it'll be? I have plenty to work on, and we'll go from there. So love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.